No matter how much you work out and no matter how good your coach is, if your body doesn't recover, you won't see results. There are two types of recovery, direct and indirect. And in today's video, we're going to talk about indirect recovery, which means sleep. But even after knowing all this, why don't most people get proper results? Because there's a difference between sleeping and getting deep sleep. Today, I'm going to share some practical methods that will help you improve your sleep quality. Just sleeping for 7-8 hours isn't enough. You need deep sleep so that your recovery becomes faster. I'll also explain sleep cycles and how understanding and following them can boost both your performance and your recovery. And this isn't just for athletes, it's important for everyone. Whether you play any sport, do physical work, or are just dealing with mental stress, recovery is essential for all of us. One common issue many people face: even after sleeping at night, they wake up feeling tired and feel lazy and low all day. The main reason behind this is a broken sleep cycle. But what exactly is a sleep cycle? And how can fixing it help you feel more energetic throughout the day? Let's understand that next. Important thing is that you'll have to sleep more. An athlete needs more sleep compared to a normal person because a normal person doesn't do as much physical activity during the day. Like if someone is working in an office, they sit at a desk the whole day, don't move much, so their muscles don't get damaged much. And if their muscles aren't getting damaged much, they don't need to stay too long in the anabolic stage. Many people sleep 6 to 7 hours and still function well, but an athlete needs more sleep. You have to try to sleep 8 to 10 hours a day, and in that too, try to take most of it at one stretch. Don't do it like you sleep 6 hours at night and 2 hours during the day. Try to take most of your sleep at night. Now let's look at how to get good quality sleep. The first point is that you should not consume any caffeine products for at least 10 hours before sleep. Caffeine is a compound that makes us feel alert, and it is found in many things like coffee or pre-workout, and you must avoid it at least 10 hours before sleep. Like if you sleep at 10 p.m., then after 12 noon, try not to consume anything with caffeine. Many people take pre-workout before evening workouts. It helps give an extra push, but try to take it in your morning sessions. If you take it in your evening session, you may face trouble sleeping. Now, some people say that they even take pre-workout at night and still fall asleep easily. You may fall asleep, but if there's caffeine in your body, then the quality of that sleep won't be very good. For us, it's not just about sleeping, it's about sleeping well. To improve the quality of your sleep, let's look at the second point. Don't do any workouts for at least 3 hours before sleeping. For example, to sleep at 9 p.m., then your workout should be completed by 6 p.m. because when we work out, our body enters an alert phase. And immediately after that, we don't fall asleep easily. And even if we do, the sleep quality is not great. So try to complete your workout at least 3 hours before sleeping. Now, the third point, 1.5 hours before sleep, dim all the lights. If you stay in bright lights, then you may have trouble falling asleep. When God created this world, there was only one source of light on earth, and that was the sun. Meaning, during the day when the sun was up, there was light, and when it set, it was dark. Our body's natural rhythms follow this. When we're in light, we stay alert, and as it gets dark, our body prepares for sleep. But in today's time, we have so many artificial lights that it affects our sleep. So try to dim your lights 1.5 hours before sleeping. Usually we don't have any dim light options, so you can install 2 lights in your room, one for regular use and one dim light. A small bulb will work. What will happen is 1.5 hours before sleep, you can switch on the dim light and switch off the bright one. That way, your body will prepare better for sleep. And one more thing you need to keep in mind is that you shouldn't use mobile phones 1 hour before sleeping because phones and laptops emit blue light, which can affect your sleep cycle. Try not to use your phone, but if you have to, then turn on dark mode. Or there's another option where your screen turns yellowish. You can turn that on too. Now let's look at the fourth point. Your sleep time should be fixed. Don't do it like one day you sleep at 9 p.m., one day at 10 p.m., one day you came back tired and slept at 7 p.m., and another day you went out with friends and slept at 11 or 12. Don't do that. Try to sleep at the same time every day. This way, your body gets used to that timing and prepares to fall asleep. If you go to bed at that time, you'll fall asleep faster. Now let's look at the fifth point. That is, your room's temperature should be low. Right now, the rainy season has started, so the weather is a bit cool and winters are the best for sleep. Sleep is amazing during winters, but when the weather is a little warm, then try to cool down your room a bit. After that, the sixth point is that when we sleep, there should be no light in the room at all. We should try to make our room as dark as possible because the darker your room is, the better sleep you will get. You have to turn off all lights. If light is coming through the window, then put curtains on it. If there's a red light coming from the power button under the TV, turn that off too. Make your room as dark as possible. Some time ago, I went for training. I was staying in a hostel there. It wasn't a sports hostel, just a regular one. And as you might know, regular hostels have students who stay up very late. They don't sleep early. But I had to go for training early in the morning, so I tried to sleep by 9 p.m. Now at 9 p.m., everyone else was still awake, and only I had to sleep. And I couldn't really say, since I'm sleeping, all of you turn off the lights and sleep too. So in such a situation, what I used to do was I had a handkerchief. I would fold it, make a strip, and tie it around my eyes. That way, less light would enter my eyes and I could fall asleep faster. Now, many people must be thinking, does light or darkness really make such a difference? It does. Like right now, it's daytime here, but even if I turn off all the lights, the room won't feel completely dark. It'll still feel like a little bit of light is coming through. But if we go into a really dark room and close our eyes, we'll feel much more darkness. Now let's look at today's last point, and it's a very important one. You might have noticed that sometimes you sleep at night and get a full 8 hours of sleep, but when you wake up, your body still hurts. You feel stiff and not fully recovered. You don't feel fresh. But other times you sleep for just 5 to 6 hours, and still, when you wake up, you feel very alert. Now, why does that happen? It's because our sleep cycle lasts 90 minutes. Like, if you sleep at 9 p.m., then one sleep cycle will complete by 10:30 p.m. If you sleep at 9 p.m., then at 10:30 p.m., one cycle will be completed. Now, at 10:30 p.m., a new cycle starts, which will end at 12 a.m. Then the third cycle ends at 1:30 a.m. Then at 1:30 a.m. another cycle starts, which ends at 3 a.m. This is how cycles of 90 minutes keep running. And if we wake up in the middle of a cycle, then our sleep gets disturbed, which is why we feel groggy. But if a cycle is complete and we wake up at the end of that cycle, we feel very alert. So what you should do is note down the time you go to sleep at night and then decide your wake up time in a way that it doesn't break any of those 90-minute cycles. Like if you sleep at 9 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m., that's 8 hours. But in 8 hours, there will be 5 full cycles of 90 minutes and one half cycle of 30 minutes. That half cycle is part of one full cycle. So if we wake up during that time, we won't feel very alert. That's why you should try to sleep for 7.5 hours or 9 hours. Don't choose a time in between those. I hope the tips you've learned in this video will help improve your recovery. And because of that, your training will also get better. And like I told you at the beginning of this video, for good training, you have to focus on good recovery. And recovery depends on two things. First is your sleep. And like I told you at the beginning of this video, for good training, you have to focus on good recovery. And recovery depends on two things. First is your sleep, and second is your nutrition.